Hi and welcome to my channel. In today's video I am going to be doing an old school what's in my bag. Now I did one of these around about 6 months ago now, and I talked all about my Louis Vuitton Neverfull. Clearly I have quite the crush on Louis Vuitton because today I'm going to be talking about my Speedy 30 Bandoulière. I love it because it's got the crossbody element to it, which is so useful, but it's also really useful if I'm shopping. I've got my hands free and I can carry things and still carry my bag at the same time. It's got this option of the handle, so I can carry it on my wrist like that if I choose to, but I do tend to use the strap instead. This bag comes in a variety of different sizes. I think there's a Speedy 25, this is the Speedy 30. I'm sure they go up to much bigger, more travel bag sizes. But one thing that I loved about the look of this is how vintage it is. It really looks like a 1930s travel bag. It's just the cutest thing ever. I got this bag around about three and a half years ago from the Louis Vuitton store in Selfridges in Manchester, and as you can see the leather still looks amazing. It pretty much looks brand new. I have looked after it, but I do think that if you invest in a nice handbag especially, they will last you for such a long time. Anyway, that's kind of what I keep telling myself when I make expensive bag purchases. So this one has definitely stood the test of time and looks brand new. One thing that I liked about this bag in particular is that it is so roomy. I'll show you obviously with what I keep inside it, but it really is a TARDIS because I can fit so much stuff in here. It's heavy AF, I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably need a shoulder replacement in the next 10 years. I love the hardware that you get with it. This little padlock comes in its own pouch, so you can add it to the bag if you want to, but you don't have to. This has got some keys in there just to take it off if I wanted to, but I really like the look of it. It's got the Louis Vuitton monogram on it as well, so I like to keep it on. So without further ado, I'm going to show you what I have in this bag. First thing is my vlogging camera. Now this is a Canon, I don't know, PowerShot vlog, well, just a small digital camera, and it's not the best. I've had it for years and I really want to get a Canon G7X Mark II at some point a little bit further down the line, but this does the job for now, and I do love the fact that it's white. I've got it on this tripod, which is so handy if I'm taking pictures and I don't want to be holding the camera. The legs wrap around things, and you know, if there's railings, I can position the camera so that it clings onto anything that's there, or it can stand up like a regular tripod. So in that respect it is so good, and it's very light, so I like to carry my vlogging camera around with me as I'm starting to do more daily vlogs and weekly vlogs. I am now going to show you what is in this top pocket here. So I carry my house and car keys with me. I like to put it in that top pocket, which is zippable as well, so that's good just for a bit of added security. So yeah, my house keys and car keys are in there so I can grab them quickly. Next I have some paracetamol for obvious reasons. A bobble that goes in there. I do often find them all over my house because I've got thousands of them. I wear really inappropriate shoes on the daily. I just love a good heel because I'm only 5'2" and I always need a little bit more height. So I carry around small plasters in case I get any little blisters or my shoes are rubbing, which is quite frequently, but I don't know why it doesn't put me off wearing high-heeled shoes. Then I have some bobby pins just there in case my hair's getting in my eyes or I just want to pin it back. I have a couple of those to hand as well. So that's everything that I keep in that back pocket, and like I said, it just zips back up. Now moving on to the main part of my bag. As you can see, there's a substantial load in there. I have my much loved purse. This is a mulberry purse. Chris got it for me for Christmas a good few years ago now, and it is so nice. The leather is lovely and soft, and it's got compartments for all of my kind of loyalty cards, debit cards, stamps, you name it, it's in here, and a nice big compartment for any coins and other small cards. I can't see myself ever being parted from this purse. It is just the best purse of life. I have my makeup bag. It is the most grim looking thing I know. I've had it for years, but it's really good. It's stretchy and it fits loads in. So I'll go through this really quickly. These are my daily essentials, even though there's quite a lot. So for lip products, I have this one, which I've actually got on right now. I really like the colour. It's a Milani lipstick and it's in the shade number 26 Nude Cream, and as you can see, I've used it pretty much right down. It smells a little bit weird, this lipstick. It did when I bought it as well, but it does have a bit of a weird smell, but I love the colour of it so much. It's really nice. Then I have this MAC lipstick in the shade Faux. It's just that. There's a theme, they're all pinky nudie type colours that I love. And finally, this is NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Creme Brulee. This is so nice to go either over top of my existing lipsticks, or I can just wear it on its own. It's so nice and hydrating. I'm sure pretty much most people who love makeup have this one because it's such a universal colour. The Charlotte Tilbury powder, this is just really nice. It's the Airbrush Flawless Finish powder in the shade 2 medium. Clearly I've hit pan, so I love it, and I apply it with this Real Techniques brush. I've got quite oily skin, especially around my forehead, and I find as the day wears on, in the middle of the day, I just need to map myself out a little bit, and this works perfectly for taking that shine away. Then I have a bronzer. This is my favourite one. This is MAC Give Me Sun, and I apply it with the Real Techniques brush. Well, this is a different Real Techniques brush from the other one. This is really nice. It just brings a bit of colour back into my cheeks and defines my cheekbones. So what is not to love? I have the, not that you can tell because all of the writing has worn off, but this is the Milk Kush mascara, and I love it. It's got a really nice big chunky brush, and because, well, I wear false lashes, but we'll get onto that in a minute. I apply this mainly to my bottom lashes, and I'm finding that it doesn't transfer that much, so that's one thing that I really like about that mascara. While I'm on the subject of eyes, I used to always wear lash extensions, but I haven't done so as much in the past 12 months, mainly because they take absolutely ages to put on. I was going to see somebody every month, and it would take probably about an hour and a half for them to do an infill, and as much as I love them, I didn't really have that time to spend, so I've started wearing false lashes, and these ones are the Ardell Faux Mink Demi Wispies, that's it, and they're so nice. They feel like the mink lashes without the cruelty, so obviously that's a good thing. So in my makeup bag, I like to carry around this duo glue. I've got the green writing one. I find that this keeps them stuck down better than any of the other lash glues. And then I got these eyelash kind of tweezers from Tarte, and these are brilliant because they push the lashes down onto my own lashes, and it just helps to set them more firmly in place. Because for anybody who wears strip lashes on the daily, it's so upsetting when they start flicking up and you've got no way of setting them back down again. So these two things come with me in my makeup bag. For eyes, usually if I want to reapply any eyeshadow, I carry around this Huda Beauty Smoky Obsessions palette. I love how small it is compared to my other palettes. This one is ideal. Just show you what it's like inside. I again have hit pan there, but the neutral tones are really nice, and usually this is the kind of colour that I'll be wearing anyway, so it's really easy to top up. Even if I've used another palette in the morning, this saves me in the middle of the day or if I'm going out afterwards. And to apply, I have these brushes which desperately need cleaning. These ones come from a bigger Zoeva eye brush set, so I've got this really thin one which is brilliant for sharpening up eyeliner and things like that. If I've messed up, I can just go in because it's got that nice sharp edge to it. This is a nice soft shadow brush which desperately needs washing, and this one is great because it's so thin and I can apply eyeshadow under my eyes to make me look more awake. Finally, we have two kind of more liquid products. Well, not really liquid, but this one is the Tarte foundation stick, and it's so much easier to travel with and have it in my bag if I need to top up any of my foundation. It's in a nice shade, it's really soft and creamy, and this is in medium neutral. So I like to use that if I do need to touch up my foundation, which actually isn't that often. And then if I want to brighten up my under eyes, this is my favourite product for that. It's the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard, and this is one of my holy grail products, especially when I have a 2-year-old who every now and again likes to wake up in the middle of the night. This makes me look like that didn't happen. And I've got a spare pair of contact lenses in case one of the ones that I've got in malfunctions. Again, anybody who wears contact lenses will know what I'm talking about. And that completes my makeup bag. So put that over here. On the theme of makeup, I use a beauty blender to apply my foundations. I love the beauty blender. It's so hard for me to even contemplate going back to a brush, and the only issue with a beauty blender is it's not the most portable thing unless you've got a case, and I know beauty blender have a case. But as I was shopping around for my new beauty blender, I came across this little delight. It is a beauty blender, but it comes away in half like this. How cute. So you've got two of them and they've got their own case. I was so excited when I found this, and obviously I can use the case again when these expire and need to be thrown away, but how sweet is this? It was just such a good find. So I'm really excited to start taking this out. Obviously I'll only take out the one side, but they look so pretty when they're together. I have this really old battered Zoeva mirror. It's so nice because it's thin and it's lightweight. It's got a lot of mirror there if I need to touch my makeup up, and it's got this stand at the back. So it's nice and thin and portable, and it's also big enough to see your entire face. What's not to love? We are near the bottom, I promise. Next, oh, this is one of my favourite things of life. These are my Chanel sunglasses. Now these have sat in the box upstairs for such a long time, especially while Theo's been small, and I have not been wearing my expensive sunglasses at all. But a few weeks ago I just decided to take them out of the box and have them with me. I love these so much. Obviously these were a pre-child purchase, but look how pretty that box is. And these are what they look like. I prefer brown sunglasses to black ones. They just seem to suit me better, and these are so chic and sophisticated. I love them. They've got this beautiful kind of chain detail on the side, and yeah, they're just so nice. They come with their own little Chanel dust bag which sits in the case. I am really careful with these. I do always put them back in the case and make sure that I don't just throw them in my bag, which I have been known to do with other pairs of sunglasses, and they just get completely destroyed. I also have to be extra vigilant when Theo is around, just in case he pulls these out, because he likes to try on my glasses, and a toddler with Chanel sunglasses is not a situation that I like to get myself into too often. But yeah, I've been wearing these for the past couple of weeks, and they make me feel like a put together, grown up human being. I am definitely a pen and paper girl. This is my 2019 diary. I write all of my shopping lists out in it. I put all of my appointments in here. Just everything that I need to do, I write down, and it is in here, and I would be so lost without it. It's got a really cute little Swarovski pen on the side with a stylus on the top. Is that what they're called? Those little rubber things. So yeah, I love it. It's really useful, but you can tell that it's well loved because the corners are so tatty, but I don't know what I'd do without it. I have a really grubby old hairbrush that I've had for years, but it's obviously very necessary. Then I have this perfume. This is Prada Candy. I bought it a good few years ago now when I went to New York, and the perfume came with this little roller perfume, and it's lasted me for absolutely ages. I've hardly used any at all. It's a really nice sweet perfume, and I like to have it especially in work if I'm going into a meeting. I also love how tiny the pouch is for this little bottle. And last but not least, a pen. I did say I was quite an old school girl. This one is a Swarovski pen. It's like so extra, and it has the tiniest little USB at the top, which I have never used, but I like the fact that it's there. And that brings me to the end of my what's in my bag. See, all empty. I told you at the very beginning that this bag is very deceptive. It does hold so much stuff, and that's one of the reasons that I love it. If you've made your own what's in my bag video, then please do link it down below. I love watching them. Or you can just comment and tell me what you carry around on the daily. If you've liked this video, then I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new to my channel, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.